My children give me a great deal of happiness, and my life here has given me many satisfactions.
Despite tragically died far too young, Grace Kelly's impact has continued through her work and her family. Sadly, she never had the chance to experience grandmotherhood. Had she been here to witness their growth, she undoubtedly would have been immensely proud. As Princess of Monaco, her grandchildren are part of a royal lineage, though their lives may not align with conventional expectations. Regardless, Grace Kelly's grandchildren is plain stunning. Grace Kelly looked forward to having grandchildren. In a 1982 interview with People magazine, Grace Kelly candidly acknowledged the inevitability of aging, stating, "No one likes the idea of getting older. It's a question of facing the inevitable and not getting upset about it." This sentiment remains relevant today, decades later. However, amidst her acceptance of aging, Kelly expressed anticipation for one particular aspect of growing older. She shared, "I'm lucky, and am just looking forward to what comes next. Being a grandmother would be an exciting experience." The prospect of becoming a grandmother had been on Kelly's mind for years. As early as 1979, 3 years prior to her interview with People, Kelly spoke about her hopes of one day enjoying the role of a grandmother. In an interview with Image magazine, she remarked, "Of course I'd enjoy being a grandmother, and I can tell you one thing, the prince will make a wonderful grandfather." It is deeply saddening that Grace Kelly never had the opportunity to experience this cherished aspect of life. Her grandchildren were all born after her tragic death in a car accident on September 13, 1982. Grace Kelly's firstborn grandchild is all grown up with kids of his own. In 1984, Princess Caroline of Monaco, the oldest child of Grace Kelly, gave birth to her first grandchild, Andrea Casiraghi. Despite being part of the Monaco royal family, Andrea spent his early years in Paris, France, before moving to New York to pursue a master's degree at the New School. Supported by Princess Caroline, Andrea became actively involved in charitable work with organizations like the Motrice Foundation and Amati. In 2013, People magazine reported on Andrea's marriage to Tatiana Santo Domingo, the daughter of a successful beer mogul. Their wedding was notably understated compared to other extravagant royal ceremonies, with Tatiana choosing a flower crown and silver flats instead of a tiara and heels. Before their wedding, Andrea and Tatiana welcomed their first child, a son, making him Grace Kelly's first great-grandchild. They later had a daughter in 2015 and another son in 2018, further expanding Grace Kelly's legacy through her growing family. Grace Kelly's granddaughter, Princess Alexandra, was in line for the British throne. Grace Kelly's granddaughter, Princess Alexandra of Hanover, is the only child of Princess Caroline from her third marriage to Prince Ernst August of Hanover. Alexandra has an interesting lineage, being a descendant of Queen Victoria through her father's side, which places her as a distant member of the British line of succession. However, her conversion to the Catholic Church in 2018 effectively removed her from any potential inheritance of the British throne, which was already highly unlikely. Despite her royal status, Alexandra did not harbor ambitions typical of most princesses. During her teenage years, she pursued competitive figure skating seriously. However, she eventually decided to prioritize her education and enrolled at New York University. Speaking to Telva, the young princess explained, "It was always clear to me that I wanted to go to college, so I did it." She emphasized her intellectual growth over any specific career aspirations during her studies. Grace Kelly's eldest granddaughter, Charlotte Casiraghi, is an accomplished equestrian. Grace Kelly's daughter, Princess Caroline, deliberately opted for a relatively private upbringing for her children, seeking a semblance of normalcy despite their royal lineage. However, within the confines of their privileged lives, her second child, Charlotte Casiraghi, carved out her own path and gained recognition in the world of equestrian show jumping. A 2013 report highlighted Charlotte's role as a representative for Gucci's equestrian line since 2010, blending her passion for horses with a touch of high fashion. Reflecting on her upbringing, Charlotte revealed to Harper's Bazaar the profound impact her horses had on her life, stating, "They gave me the energy to move forward, the ability to fight, giving me rare confidence and invaluable strength. They taught me great humility, too. Despite their different eras, parallels between Charlotte and her iconic grandmother, Grace Kelly, are undeniable. At her 2019 wedding to Dimitri Rossum, Charlotte paid homage to Princess Grace in a touching tribute. She wore a gown reminiscent of the one Kelly donned in To Catch a Thief, adorned herself with a necklace gifted to her grandmother at her own wedding, and styled her hair in an elegant manner reminiscent of Kelly's timeless old Hollywood glamour. Grace Kelly's grandson, Pierre Casiraghi, tries to live a normal life and loves to sail. Pierre Casiraghi, the youngest son of Princess Caroline, values his privacy despite his prominent status in Monaco's royal family. He has been adamant about keeping personal aspects of his life out of the public eye, emphasizing that everyone deserves their own space. While Pierre may not frequently discuss his royal upbringing, one passion he openly shares is his love for sailing, a legacy inherited from his father, Stefano Casiraghi. Stefano, tragically killed in a boating accident in 1990, instilled in Pierre a deep connection to the sea from a young age. Pierre's enthusiasm for sailing extends to competitive racing, particularly favoring the most challenging classes. In an interview with Boat International, he described his preference for the scariest, most aggressive, and most insane fleet. However, with marriage in 2015 and starting a family, Pierre admitted to scaling back on his more extreme sailing pursuits, prioritizing safety over thrills. Beyond his maritime passions, Pierre Casiraghi has also made waves in the fashion world. In 2021, he took on the role of ambassador for Dior menswear. Grace Kelly's granddaughter, Jasmine Grace Grimaldi, is following in her grandmother's footsteps. In 2006, the world was introduced to Jasmine Grace Grimaldi, the oldest child of Prince Albert II of Monaco, marking a significant revelation about the royal family. Prince Albert had met Jasmine's mother in 1991, and their brief relationship resulted in Jasmine's birth. Her mother made the choice to raise Jasmine in California, opting for a normal childhood away from the royal spotlight in Monaco. Despite this, Jasmine was always aware of her father's identity, and as she grew older, she understood that public attention would eventually come her way. The news of Jasmine's lineage surfaced during her teenage years, a period already fraught with challenges. However, she navigated this newfound attention with grace and has since integrated into royal life. According to Harper's Bazaar, Jasmine now spends considerable time with her family in Monaco, embracing her role as a member of the Grimaldi family. Beyond her involvement in Monaco's social scene, Jasmine has pursued artistic endeavors, following in the footsteps of her grandmother, Grace Kelly. She has carved out a path in acting and singing, showcasing her talents and passion for the arts. In addition to her artistic pursuits, Jasmine is dedicated to humanitarian causes. From a young age, she has championed the Jasmine Fund, an initiative she founded at just 14 years old. The fund has been instrumental in supporting various charitable projects, including the establishment of a community center in a Fijian village in 2018. This center provides a space for local residents to engage in artistic expression and community activities, reflecting Jasmine's commitment to making a positive impact beyond the confines of royalty. Grace Kelly's grandson, Prince Jacques, is first in line for the throne. In December 2014, Monaco's royal family joyfully welcomed twins into the world, born to Princess Charlene of Monaco and Prince Albert II. The couple decided not to learn their children's genders ahead of time. Prior to their birth, Prince Albert had indicated that if both twins were of the same sex, the firstborn would be designated as the heir apparent, However, fate had a different plan. The twins, Gabriella and Jacques, turned out to be a girl and a boy, respectively. Although Gabriella was born first, Monaco's succession laws traditionally favor male heirs, placing her younger brother Jacques ahead in the line of succession by a matter of minutes. Monaco's approach to succession has drawn criticism over the years for its perceived antiquity. In contrast, the British royal family made significant changes in 2013 with the Succession to the Crown Act. This modern legislation ensures that birth order, not gender, determines succession. Consequently, Princess Charlotte of Cambridge retained her place in the line of succession when her younger brother Prince Louis was born in 2018, regardless of his gender. Grace Kelly's twin grandchildren can be exhausting at times. Grace Kelly's youngest grandchildren are growing up swiftly, as Princess Charlene shared in a recent interview with Point de Vue. Reflecting on her children's development, Charlene revealed that the twins have a strong bond, constantly communicating with each other. She described their interactions as sometimes direct and intense, yet grounded in unconditional support. Despite their closeness, Charlene acknowledged the challenges of parenting twins, describing it as both exhausting and remarkably stimulating. She highlighted how their public appearances often showcase their tight-knit relationship, with images capturing moments of them holding hands and embracing during family events. Speaking of their family dynamics, Princess Charlene emphasized the sense of home they cultivate together as a family of four. She expressed to Point de Vue that regardless of their location, when they are together, they create a comforting and secure environment that feels like home. Grace Kelly's grandson, Louis Ducrouet, got married in a lavish two-day event in 2019. Louis Ducrouet, the eldest grandson of Grace Kelly and Prince Rainier, has maintained a deep connection to his family's legacy and Monaco itself. Despite not having the opportunity to meet his iconic grandmother, Louis has always held his grandfather in high regard. He expressed his admiration by choosing to marry his college sweetheart, Marie Chevalier, in the same cathedral where Prince Rainier and Grace Kelly exchanged vows in 1956. Reflecting on this decision, Louis shared with Hello Monaco, "At some point, he will be with me during the wedding ceremony at the cathedral." Louis and Marie's wedding spanned 2 days, a celebration filled with personal touches. Marie, who played a hands-on role in the planning, wore a dress designed by Louis's younger sister, Pauline Ducrouet, for the church service. Louis Ducrouet's strong ties to Monaco are also evident in his professional life. Growing up within the princely family, he emphasized to Point de Vue how this upbringing deeply rooted him in the principality. His commitment extended beyond sentimentality into practical endeavors, such as his role as a scout for AS Monaco, the Principality's prestigious soccer club. In 2020, Louis expanded his career horizon by joining Nottingham Forest Football Club, marking a new chapter in his professional journey while maintaining his ties to his beloved Monaco. Grace Kelly's granddaughter Pauline Ducrouet was once an elephant trainer. Pauline Ducrouet, the eldest daughter of Princess Stephanie of Monaco, had a uniquely adventurous upbringing that diverged from typical royal expectations. In an interview with the Daily Front Row, Pauline reminisced about her childhood spent training elephants in a Swiss circus where her mother was the director. Reflecting on those years, Pauline shared, "We lived there for 2 years, and it was the best experience I could have had as a kid. I went to school in the morning and spent the afternoon taking care of the animals." Despite her unconventional start, Pauline did not pursue a career under the big top. Instead, she carved her path in the world of fashion. After attending Parsons School of Design in New York and gaining valuable experience through an internship at Vogue, Pauline launched her own fashion line, Alter, in 2019. Pauline's venture into fashion was driven by a lifelong passion. She explained to Tatler, "I always loved both menswear and womenswear, and I wanted to give this freedom to my clients not to have to choose between the two." Through Alter, Pauline aims to offer a blend of style and versatility, reflecting her personal taste and creative vision cultivated through her diverse experiences. Grace Kelly's granddaughter Camille Gottlieb shares her luxurious life on Instagram. Princess Stephanie of Monaco's youngest daughter, Camille Gottlieb, leads a multifaceted life that she shares with her numerous followers on Instagram. From leisurely moments on boats to cozying up with her dog and enjoying snowy escapades, Grace Kelly's granddaughter offers a glimpse into the glamorous yet grounded aspects of royal living. However, her social media presence only scratches the surface of Camille's endeavors. In 2017, Camille took a significant step by founding Be Safe Monaco, an organization dedicated to raising awareness about the perils of drinking and driving. The initiative was born out of personal tragedy when Camille and her friends tragically lost a close friend in an alcohol-related accident. Speaking to Point of View about the organization's mission, Camille emphasized that Be Safe Monaco not only educates the public, but also provides practical solutions for safe transportation after events such as the Grand Prix, the Yacht Show, and the Deep Classified Music Festival. This includes arranging shuttle services to ensure partygoers can return home safely without endangering themselves or others. Camille's commitment to social responsibility underscores her determination to make a positive impact within Monaco and beyond. Beyond her royal lineage, she is actively engaged in initiatives that promote safety, awareness, and community welfare, demonstrating a mature and compassionate approach to her public role. Alexandre Grimaldi Coste inherited his grandmother's good looks and became a model. While Prince Albert II of Monaco is known for his two children with Princess Charlene, he also has a less publicized familial side. Alexandre Grimaldi Coste, born on August 24, 2003, holds the distinction of being Prince Albert's oldest son, albeit born out of wedlock to Nicole Coste, a former flight attendant. Despite not being raised within the palace walls due to his mother's status, Alexandre remained a significant part of Albert's life. Albert and Nicole shared a 5-year relationship before acknowledging Alexandre's paternity, which was formally recognized when he turned 19. Monaco's constitution, amended in 2002, stipulates that illegitimate children cannot inherit the throne, thereby excluding Alexander from the line of succession. However, this legal distinction does not impact his relationship with his father. In an interview with People, Albert spoke warmly of his son, describing him as a very nice kid who has been raised well and embodies politeness and respect. Despite not having royal status, Alexandre maintains inheritance rights to Prince Albert's substantial fortune alongside his legitimate siblings. Beyond his familial ties, Alexandre has pursued a career in modeling while also focusing on his studies as a college student. This dual life path underscores Alexandre's resilience and adaptability in navigating both public scrutiny and personal growth, all while forging a meaningful connection with his royal heritage. Grace Kelly's legacy lives on through her grandchildren. Grace Kelly's legacy continues to thrive through the lives and actions of her grandchildren, who each contribute uniquely to the worlds of arts, culture, and philanthropy, echoing the grace and charisma of their iconic grandmother. Charlotte Casiraghi, one of Grace Kelly's granddaughters, embodies her grandmother's timeless elegance and passion for literature and the arts. As a published author, Charlotte explores themes of feminism and philosophy, showcasing her intellectual depth and commitment to thought-provoking discourse. Her role as a brand ambassador for Gucci's equestrian line further underscores her connection to her grandmother's love for horses and fashion, seamlessly blending tradition with contemporary influences. Princess Alexandra of Hanover, another granddaughter, exemplifies Grace Kelly's commitment to humanitarian causes and academic excellence. Despite relinquishing her place in the British line of succession, Alexandra remains dedicated to charitable endeavors, supporting organizations that promote education and community development. Her academic pursuits at New York University underscore her commitment to personal growth and intellectual curiosity, reflecting the values of resilience and compassion instilled by her grandmother. Louis Ducrouet, Grace Kelly's grandson, honors his grandmother's memory through his deep-rooted ties to Monaco's royal heritage and his contributions to sports and fashion. As a football scout and ambassador for Dior men's wear, Louis blends tradition with modernity, embodying Grace Kelly's legacy of cultural sophistication and innovation. His recent wedding in Monaco's historic cathedral, where Grace Kelly herself married Prince Rainier III, symbolizes his commitment to preserving Monaco's rich cultural legacy while forging his own path in the contemporary world. Together, Grace Kelly's grandchildren uphold her legacy of elegance, intellect, and humanitarianism, each making their mark in their respective fields while staying true to the values of compassion, integrity, and cultural heritage passed down by their iconic grandmother. Through their achievements and contributions, they ensure that Grace Kelly's legacy continues to inspire and resonate with generations, embodying the timeless spirit of a Hollywood legend turned beloved princess. In conclusion, Grace Kelly's indelible influence continues to shine brightly through her accomplished grandchildren. From their diverse pursuits in art, philanthropy, and public service to their personal milestones and family connections, each generation upholds the grace, poise, and dedication to excellence that defined their iconic grandmother. What do you find most inspiring about Grace Kelly's grandchildren? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more captivating stories about Grace Kelly's remarkable lineage. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.